Welcome to episode 2 of my streamer struggle series. My name is Heartbreaker, and if there's one thing I'm good at, it's talking for the sake of talking. So if you couldn't guess from that intro, this video is going to be all about how to talk to your chat, how to talk to yourself, and just keep some sort of vocal communication going on while you're playing your game, because we know how important that is in terms of entertaining your audience, in terms of making the live stream seem live and more intimate, which is why people watch live streams versus just video on demand, aka VOD, aka stuff on YouTube. So this video is going to consist of a lot of ways to up the amount that you're talking, give some ideas on things to talk about, ways to continue conversations, and the like. So let's get right into it. So one easy solution when you're streaming, when you don't know what to talk about or how to avoid not having something to talk about or to bring up to the chat or to say to yourself, have a list of questions or topics on hand. Take an hour, Google tons of stuff, figure out different topics and questions, and then just pull from that to kind of keep chat flowing. Really easy solution, takes very little legwork, and could really help your chat become more talkative, as well as you just being more talkative on your stream, giving your opinions on said topics or giving your answer to certain questions. For those questions, you want things to be a little more open-ended, right? You want it to be further than a yes or a no question. That's what an open-ended question is, that it can kind of go wherever. Your audience can take that and have a crazy off-the-wall answer over here, a really basic answer over here, and you can then follow up on those. Following up on the questions that you ask is another way to keep that conversation rolling. Don't ask a yes or no question, get the yes, and then just be like, well, crap, what do I do now? Follow it up. Give them so that they have to give more than a yes or no. And if they do give a yes or a no, simply ask how or why or any of those questions to get more out of that yes or that no. With that said, don't force people to talk. If they give that vibe, they're not really interested in having a full-on conversation, that's okay. Talk with yourself, talk with other members of the chat, but keep the communication going. With that in mind, if you have members of your chat who give you a lot of information, are very talkative, very revealing with things about their lives, remember those things. Follow up on those things. Oh, did they have a job interview last week? Build that connection, build that relationship with your audience, and you'll find that conversation starts to flow a little easier, just like it would be with friends in real life or friends you have online. You check in on things, you ask how things went, how'd the move go, how's the new job, how's the kids, the wife, and then that builds that rapport, that relationship that'll have them coming back again and again, and the conversation will get easier and easier. Also, try to have a little fun with your audience. You know, pick on them a little bit, let them pick on you a little bit, let it spark some fun, some conversation, something that they want to come back for, that they have a good time with. It doesn't have to be all questions, topics. Have some fun, loosen up a little bit. I got an example of that coming up right now. Right, I've noticed whether it's like it's really big in my hand, like the Death Adder was a large mouse, the Zowie one that I had was a large mouse, the EC1A or something. The shape, I've never moved one and felt like this is heavy or this is very light. No, I've never done that. Y'all got weak hands and arms. I don't, you know what I'm saying? This is child's play. This is let's roll. Easy. Y'all weak. Y'all weak. So that topic about mice and their weights and how the grams matter and the likes turned into me poking fun at them then having this full-on conversation amongst multiple people in the chat about how the weight of the mouse matters and the size of the mouse and all these things, all from the initial conversation, me having fun with it, me teasing them about it, and then bam, it's this huge conversation. Everybody has a good time. Everybody's joking with one another. They want to come back and do it again. Another really easy way to transition that into a more long-term thing is spark conversation between your viewers. Two of them provide a similar answer, find a way to make them start talking about it. Maybe they have a bit of a debate and you're open to having debates in your chat. Ask them, all right, pros and cons, both of you, give me a list. Bam, now you have them engaging with each other, other people taking sides in your chat with them. Try to keep it friendly, of course, or at least, you know, friendly as it can be. And allow that to kind of fuel your chat. Imagine that you are a bar and they're your patrons. Them having a good time engaging with each other means that they're going to be coming back to sit at your bar to talk to each other. That's not bad for anyone. Now, with all this being said, a little silence is okay, but don't let it be deafening. Don't let it be very stretched out periods of time where there's no talking, not from you, not from chat, not from anything. How to combat that on your own end would be simply discussing what you're doing. talking about, well, I feel like this play could turn out well, or, oh man, I wish I had better equipment, or, oh, these are my favorite weapons. What are yours, chat? I wish that my teammate did this, right? You can always shift a little bit to your teammates. Oh, that was a good play. That was a bad play. This is what I could have done better. This is what I did that wasn't great. All of these things you can talk about. Games give you a pretty consistent flow. If it's a story game, oh wow, I love that character. I don't like that character. I wonder what's going to happen in the future with this one. Oh, I think this character's not going to last, right? There are so many things. Talk about it. It's going on in your mind probably. Share that with your audience and give them some sort of, again, that intimate connection, that look into your mind, which is what is really different about a live stream and them watching you than just watching some random video on the game. Now, with all that said, don't force it. It's okay to have times where there's not a whole lot, you're not feeling it. It's better to be authentic and just kind of talkative than it is to constantly berate your chat with questions when they're not having at it, when you're just talking about things that you're not even interested in. Don't force it. It seems unnatural. It'll give you that fake vibe. So try to avoid that without being as silent as we said. Don't let it be deafening. And that's about it. There's a lot of information right there, a lot of different tactics and methods to kind of get you to be more talkative. Just be open. Just talk about the things happening in the game, the things happening in your life. Prompt your chat with questions. Try to make them open-ended and have some follow-ups. Have a list of questions, all those sorts of things to try to keep that conversation going, to try to have that communication from you or your chat ongoing throughout the stream. It will really help build up that relationship between you and your audience. And of course, it'll spice up the stream a little bit, make it a little bit less just sitting and watching somebody game and a little more personal, which is what we all kind of look for. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really hope this is helpful. If you have other concerns or tactics or methods regarding this, please let me know in the comments below. And you can always come chat with me live on Twitch at twitch.tv/heartbreaker_TV. If you enjoy this, make sure you give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I look forward to having you guys watch the next video. Until next time.